It's so important that you stick to the plan and hold the course of your healing process, of your healing agenda, of your healing foods, supplements, going out, having a clear mind, not over-obsessing, overthinking things, and just not falling back into old habits. You gotta accept that you have to change your life from here onwards. If you are really chronically ill, or if you're struggling with an autoimmune disorder or illness, chronic mysterious illness that nobody can explain, and which is in our society quite normal in nowadays terms by doctors. When they cannot explain or understand something, they will just label it with autoimmune or chronic disease or whatever, and prescribe you any sort of trial and error medication from some sort of steroids, hormones, antibiotics that in the end won't even work at all. But again, it's super important that you stick to the plan, and even though sticking to the plan, you have to accept setbacks, pullbacks, which even when you behaved eating your healthy diet, foods, veggies, fruits, and so on and so forth, that there will be setbacks in your mood and your well-being and so on. It's just part of the healing process. But why is it so important to stick to the plan? Easy example, myself. I'm chronically ill or really bad, infected with Epstein-Barr virus in the worst, with the worst virus variant, and also in the worst stage since about 4 to 5 months. But after being in the hospital in the beginning, and also after going from doctor to doctor and really trying to understand what I have, took me quite a while, almost 6-7 weeks. I really understood it only after almost 2 months. So basically I'm knowing what I have since, let's say 3 months, almost 3 months. And since then I've been sticking to health consultants, food consultants, or let's say health experts, having going to alternative medicine doctors, and also reading all the books of Anthony William, How to Heal. It is really important that you stick to the plan, because what I did, for example, in December, when I was around 1.5 months ago, when I was feeling already quite well, but not symptom free yet, but I had a lot of energy, not so much of headaches, dizziness, brain fog, and so on. So I was quite well on a good track. What did I do? I fell back into old habits, meaning I started doing sports intensively, excessively, which I shouldn't have. I started to go out, which was okay, but then eating again crap that I used to eat in the past, drinking alcohol and so on and so forth. Not over excessively, but I was basically feeding back the virus. What then happened is, it really brought me back to hell, so to say. I got sick because my immune system was so weak. I got high fevers, another sort of virus breakout, which then I had to take, because of the high fever, I had to take paracetamol and ibuprofen, which of course made it for my symptoms and well-being worse, meaning my liver, my overburdened liver with a full load of viruses, couldn't really take or handle these medicines, and it just made my state worse. Also, what happened since then is my lymphatic nodes got swollen, which are not fully recovered yet, which is another contributor to, let's say, this devil's circle, because it didn't really disappear since then. So I'm always constantly in my mind thinking, what I should do. Should I go to the doctor right away to check it out? Maybe I have cancer, so I'm Googling a lot of things about cancer, what are the symptoms, and so on and so forth. So really, as you see in my example, it brought me back into the devil's kitchen, into the devil's hell, because now I'm overthinking things, and you really shouldn't be doing these things, as you should focus on getting well, and also not focusing mentally too much on your healing procedure and looking at symptoms, because this can really mentally give you also a lot of setbacks. So to sum things up, you have to stay to the plan. And also advice I can give you is, if you can work, I mean, not physically, obviously, but let's say on the computer or something, with your mind, and this is not too heavy for yourself, in my opinion, you should do it if it's sort of positive, or let's say at least not negative stress, because this will help you during the healing process to alleviate and to focus your mind off the virus and your symptoms and any negative psychological thoughts that I just outlined here. And it will just take that energy and focus from it away. And subconsciously you are taking a break from the virus and are healing per se. So that's something I'm doing, but not over extensively. I'm also, of course, doing now, starting to do a little bit as I'm feeling better again. And since 2 weeks, I'm now looking to, once I'm fully recovered from my lymphatic nodes, not being symptom free, but at least looking out to do some physical activity in terms of walkings, or yoga, stretching, maybe some meditation and so on. That's something you should really also look into in parallel, as it really supports the overall healing process. And otherwise, accept, as I mentioned in some of my other videos, accept setbacks. They're totally normal, but don't challenge actively setbacks as I did, because they will throw you back. There's no help if you, as in my case, started to feel better and just challenge your health by going out, maybe exercising and so on. There's no help for your body and for your mind to fall back into greater setback. So healing takes a lot of time. I hope that I can be, which also was mentally tough for me, to accept that healing is nothing in this kind of chronic diseases or mysterious illnesses that will come back or to you in 1 month or 2 months. After now struggling and fighting with it for 4 months, I'm more realistic in saying I hope I can be symptom free and be healed in the next 3 to 6 months. So that's my focus, my goal. And I'm really taking my time off this now. To the extent possible, of course, with kids, having a family and work. But priority number 1 is, if you're that sick, you should really be looking for yourself. Make a plan, stick to the plan, and really see that you can heal. Because if you don't, then there's no help for none of your outlook for your environment, whether professionally, work, privately, family, friends, and so on. So I really have to admit, it's a struggle, really, everyday struggle, mentally, thinking about symptoms, how to improve, not over excessively thinking, still managing everyday's life, and not shooting off too early if you see that your symptoms are relieving and you're getting better. Healing takes time, so take that time, take care, and hopefully you're having a good day.